Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a love themed card to share with you using some of my favorite things products that I got from the latest release. I got this tall love die and I'm going to feature it along with the sweetheart stamp set from my favorite things. This one is designed by TiddlyInks and I just adore her images. They are always so fun, cute and sweet. So for this card, I am going to give this girl blonde hair. I'm going to use some E50 markers to achieve that. And I am doing some flicking here. Now for the hair, I will try in the upcoming future to slow it down a bit. Which was one of the questions by you, to just go a bit slower when it comes to hair coloring. So I will do that, promise. But maybe in the next video, because this one was already prepped before the question came. So the thing is here, if you want these thin lines that really look like hair, then you need to hold your marker as straight as possible, as vertical as possible. The more you hold it like that, the thinner the lines will be that you're putting on the paper. So just keep that in mind if you want these thin hair, kind like, well, strikes. You don't necessarily need to color hair this way, but I think with images like these from TiddlyInks or Rochelle Anna Miller, I find it really fun to color it this way. You also have tons of area to color the hair, so that also gives you a bit of wiggle room to try this technique out and have fun with it. Next up, I'm coloring the skin tone, which is this, well, this actually is my basic skin tone color combination, really simple. Of course, there are so many skin tones out there, but I just tend to grab towards this one. So this one is E13, E11, E01 and E00, and I'm just working my way from darkest to lightest. I am going to try to have a centered light source here, so that means that my shadows will be on the right side as well as on the left side of my image, and then I'm also taking into account where there is an overlap of the elements of this image, like the hearts, they are overlapping, so there is a tiny shadow behind, so I just follow the lines of the heart. The face, as you can see, the skin tone, you have the darker area on the right and left side, and I'm just building up from there. I'm also going to add several layers to help me with my blend. Most of the time when I'm using Transotype perfect coloring paper, as I'm doing right now, I need 2 layers to get the blend that I want, but if you need more or less even, then you just stop right where you're happy with the blending that you get. Now for the dress as well as for the hearts, I decided to use the same pink combination, to combine it pink and red, which is something that I don't do often because, well, for some reason in my head it doesn't always work. But right now, currently, as I'm recording this video, there is also a color challenge at Hello Bluebird that opened up, and it's pink and red, and it's really beautiful. Design team created already some stunning inspiration, so I will try to do that with Hello Bluebird products to join. But that combination is really outside of my comfort, so I thought with this image that I already could try something with pinks and reds. So I went for this really light blush kind of pink and then a really vibrant dark red combination. Also the shoes are brown. I will use the brown color as well for the belt that the dress has, or that she's wearing on top of the dress, just to tie everything together. So here I am just going over the hearts to get my blend that I want, so another layer, and then I'm just going to finish off the coloring by doing this belt as well. Next I will take the matching dies to cut her out, and then we will start designing the card. Now, whenever I have big letters or a big word like the love here from the tall love, it's always so much fun to replace one of the letters with an image, like I'm doing right here. Also, when the release was being featured by the design team, I remember that Nguyen, I have no clue how to pronounce her name, but she also replaced the O with the girl, and I saw it and I was like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So my card actually is a combination of two design team members' inspiration from this release, being Han, who made the O, well, who used the girl for the O of love, and then placement wise on my card and design wise, I based my card on a card from Carly T, which is one of my favorite things designers, because she just knows how to create a clean and simple card. I make clean and simple cards, but she really is like the pro. She makes them more clean, more simple, and just perfect. So I'm also referring to those two cards that inspired me for this card in the description box, also on my blog post, because they deserve a shout out. So the girl is with Han, and then the love, and just placement wise, normally I would place it centered on this card, but doing it completely offset on the right corner here, as I'm doing, is definitely inspired by Carly T, as well as using an additional sentiment that I'm going to stamp out in a minute from the How to Say I Love You, just vertically. Yes. So normally when I do an additional sentiment, I would do it on a banner and add it sort of offset on the big word, or just below, a bit offset most of the time, but just like that. But she created a shaker with this tall love, and then added like an additional sentiment, but vertically. So it's another direction to read it, but it works, and I love it, and I will use it more. Promise. So that was definitely inspired by Carly T. So in case you want to check out which cards inspired me to create this one, then there are links in my description box. So then you have like 3 card ideas with the same products, kind of. So hopefully one of us can inspire you as well to use these products, maybe in a different way than what you originally planned on using it with. It can just be a fun idea to try it out. So I'm centering this girl in between the love, and then I'm going to add this panel to a card base. If you want to, you can embellish this. You can add some heart sprinkles, iridescent stuff, red stuff if you want to. The only thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add some white jelly roll pen details, just bringing a bit of interest to the dress, and it's not that visible on the pictures necessarily, but the recipient will definitely see. And then I will add some glossy accents to that heart banner that she's holding, just to give it a tiny bit more of interest. And once that's done, my card is completely finished. Another love themed card. You can also change this up, and additional sentiment, maybe make it more friendship like, and then send it to your crafty friends if you want to. So many possibilities to change this card in a way that you can definitely use it for your own. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here and watching this video. I truly appreciate you all being here. I want to wish you all an incredible day, and I'll be back soon with some new crafty inspiration. Bye!